그거잖아 지금.
이렇게 도시락 냄새 나.
맛있는 냄새가 나는데.
잘 갔다.
다녀올게.
안 돼. 들어오면 안 돼. 이거 향 진짜 너무 좋아요. 원래 제가 백차를 진짜 좋아했었는데 이렇게 파인애플이랑 과일이랑 블렌딩 되니까 백차의 매력이 끌어올려지는 것 같아요. 맛도 되게 궁금하다.
Though it's hard not getting tempted, calling you up to see how you've been. 'Cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back The sound of a kiss we stole from the night. The self-rushing heartbeats of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze. Dance of two hands, eager to meet. A kiss and two heartbeats ring out on the street. 'Cause kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and bloom in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, and how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. And how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. So let's take a step in this first dance of kisses and heartbeats, embracing by chance. Because maybe fate is too much of the world, just two random passengers caught in a world. A kiss and two heartbeats entwined in a curve. 'Cause kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears
나 이거
and
해볼게.
bloom in the night.
와 바삭해.
Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie.
맛있겠다.